Drive and Free Motion for sponsoring this video. Today, my dad and I are going to be reviewing the Begode Hero High Torque. We've heard so many great things about this wheel. Its build quality, its speed and handling, and its suspension system. So let's see if all the hype is real. Today we're going to be looking at 6 categories: speed, acceleration, torque, trail riding, value, and jumping. So without further ado, let's start the test. To determine the riding speed of a wheel, let's start with the free spin. The riding speed is about 10 miles per hour less than the free spin speed. So in ideal conditions, and if you don't weigh more than 200 pounds, this wheel should be able to hit speeds of 42 miles per hour.
So this wheel's not necessarily for street racing unless it's a tight track like a go-kart style track, but I'd use a lighter wheel for that kind of scenario. But for trail riding and downhill, the speed of this wheel is absolutely amazing.
So we give it a 9 out of 10 for trail speed. Let's see how quickly this wheel goes from 0 to 30 miles per hour.
Wow, that was super fast, wasn't it? Now, I can't overpower this wheel no matter how hard I try. But in order to harness the full potential of this wheel, you're gonna need some quality pads. Now, these Clark pads are really good and they're always a good option. There are a lot of other ones out there, but I like the durability and the build quality of the Clark pads. We easily give this wheel a 9 out of 10 for acceleration, right?
Now let's climb some hills. This is about a 40-degree incline, so let's see if it can carry me up. Fun. The Hero High Torque comes with a knobby tire, which you will need for steep inclines and declines. If you want action, you'll need traction. I give this wheel a 10 out of 10 for torque. Let's see how this wheel performs on trails. Super fun on trails. The pedal clearance is great too. This wheel is a really fun off-roading machine. I give this an 8 out of 10 for trails.
Now let's talk about the value. This is a 100-volt wheel with a 2800-watt motor. It gives us the standard 1800 watt-hour battery and weighs a whopping 80 pounds or 36.5 kilograms. It has the best build quality of any Begode wheel ever made. It's fun, it's torquey and durable. The value of this wheel is very subjective, but if I were to give it a score, I would give it an 8 out of 10 for value. Because to me it's a little pricey, but I think you get what you pay for. I'm definitely not gonna jump this wheel unless you want to see a blooper reel of me like falling over and tripping and actually breaking my arm or something. So let's let the professional do it, right? EUC girl, let's see if you can handle an 80-pound beast of a wheel. Can you imagine riding a wheel that weighs more than you? Well, that's exactly what she's gonna do. Go for it. So you've jumped the V11, the S18, and now the Hero. So how does the Hero compare to the other two?
Well, the Hero, it's kind of as tall as the V11, except for the seat. So when I jump, it hits my bottom, and then it just makes me mess up. So it's probably a bit too big for me, but not too big for Mike.
Yeah, that's so true. So what rating do you give this wheel for jumping?
So if you're like an adult like him, then I'd probably say like 9.5 out of 10. And then like if you're a kid, probably like a 5 out of 10, because like you're so small, and then if you try jumping it, and then you're just too short, then it's just gonna mess you up.
Well, that's good. So thank you so much, EUC girl, for your awesome jumps. And you are really pushing the envelope when it comes to tricks on the EUC. So overall, like any other wheel, there's downsides, there's flaws. And I think this wheel is a little bit top heavy for me. I say this because like if you're racing tight tracks and you're turning a lot, it might be a little sluggish on your turns. The other downside I see is this stock suspension. As Mike Leahy mentioned, you can go over to his channel and find out what he said about the Hero and jumping it. It's the suspension. It's not a very good suspension. In fact, it makes a horrible sound when you land every single time. It sounds like it's actually braking, you know?
Yeah.
And so I haven't tried changing the shocks, but if you have, please let us know how it feels in the description box below. So this wheel is another advancement in Begode's lineup. I would have to say it's a hybrid wheel meant for off-roading and maybe some racing if they're tight tracks. Now, it can be a good jumping wheel if they'd fix the suspension problem. We're pretty confident to give this wheel an 9 out of 10 for overall performance.
I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, like and subscribe to my channel. Comment below too. I love to hear from you. I'd love to hang around, but I've gotta go and hit these jumps.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality.